Howdy, folks. K-Dog back here. It's time to do another DVD and Blu Ray update. I know I did one last week, but I think it's time for another one because there's a lot of stuff I really want to show off and talk about. Now, don't mind the shirt. I'm just relaxing. This is a relaxing shirt. I don't wear. I can actually afford some decent shirts, so don't harass me about it. So, we're going to roll the intro. We're going to get right into this baby. Yeah, I gotta kind of rearrange my webcam there. Yeah, that's kind of cutting off my head. So we'll start with the first section. I've broken them down into sections where I purchased these movies. I do have a couple DVDs in here. Actually, more than a couple. But I have a few DVDs I did pick up. But we do have some Blu-rays also. Now, these two I purchased at Meijer. The first two. I liked Argo so much, I thought I should go back and view Ben Affleck's previous movie, which is The Town. Actually, I've yet to sit down and watch it. I still have yet to see the movie. I've just been so busy looking at other things. And, yeah, The Town. I've heard very good things. I've heard some very bad things. But, you know, people like to give Ben Affleck a lot of crap. I still haven't forgiven him for Pearl Harbor or Daredevil, but I really liked Argo. Next one, Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. Haven't heard too many positive things about it, but, you know, it's worth checking out. I purchased those at Meijer. The next two I purchased from Walmart. And if we have the remake of The Great Gatsby, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Tobey Maguire. I liked what I saw. Let's just say, even though this was a bomb, there's some very good things going on for it. However, it is indeed a remake, so enough said. Next up, I finally picked up the 20th anniversary to The Sandlot. It was a movie that, you know, this is a movie that a guy of the 90s grew up watching. It's because you could relate to those kids on the ball field and playing baseball and, you know, being the oddball character. Not too much in terms of special features on it, actually. There's just one little featurette, which is the same as the DVD, but yeah, it's got this cool slipcover. But, however, when we pull the thing off, it's a totally different cover. Now, the next two I purchased from Big Lots. They're two DVD titles. The first one, I know there's a better edition out, but who cares? I thought it was a really good movie, sitting down watching it. And that is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. This version's out of print, of course. It's the old Warner snapper case. And there's no special features on it at all. There's just some interactive menus and stuff, but yeah, fun movie to watch. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. And the next one I picked up at Big Lots. This one is kind of a forgotten movie, and it's furthering my Amblin Entertainment collection, and that is Dad, starring Ted Danson, Jack Lemmon, and Ethan Hawke. The movie came out in the late 80s, produced by Steven Spielberg, about fathers. And, you know, if you watch a lot of Spielberg's movies in the 80s, you know that a reoccurring theme was always about fathers and either the lack of father or learning to be a father. So, yeah, Dad. Let's put that one aside because that goes to a different store. Now, these I purchased at a local discount store called Alco. And they have several movies you buy bins, and they have brand new sealed DVDs. They're not always the best priced. Like for a DVD, it's nothing to pay. What you would pay at Big Lots for $5, $3 to $5 is $12.99. But anyway, another childhood favorite I picked up from there, Indian in the Cupboard. I watched this one growing up a little bit. This came out when I was in 5th grade, and of course by 4th and 5th grade, both times we read this book, and us as kids, we really loved the book. So yeah. And when the movie came out, it was looking back on it, I think it's okay. Most things that they had going for it was the special effects at the time. The special effects were done by Industrial Light and Magic, and it was kind of the first. It was the first time that they used digital blue screen and all that, and it really kind of, it was in that experimental phase where they were trying to do what they could with special effects. Next up, Midnight Cowboy. Now, you notice the covers are a little awkward on this because this is from the movies you buy bin at the store, but it's an actual press disc. What you do is you buy a rental disc basically, and I just printed off the internet a cover. Yeah, Midnight Cowboy. We got also The King's Speech. Have yet to see. And again, it's a legally pressed disc. Soul Surfer. And interesting story. The girl which this movie is based on, she just announced she is getting married. So, yeah, Bethany Hamilton. Yeah, decent movie. Definitely the faith plays in. And next up, now, they also have they had two bins. They had the bin without the covers, and they had the bin with the covers. You pay a little bit more. But I got the Green Hornet. Much better than Green Lantern. I assure you that. Now, these two, you saw me put them aside. I purchased at a Dollar General. I have Blu Ray to Shutter Island. Marty Scorsese, sorry about the bump there. There it is. And a documentary that I've been wanting to see for quite some time Enron, the smartest guys in the room. There's Kenny Boy himself, and it's a documentary all about the rise and fall of Enron and how rightfully they needed to fall. Now the next three, I'm really excited about because there's no Barnes and Noble around my area. I ended up making a trip clear down to Noblesville, Indiana, and I found a Barnes and Noble. And the reason being because I was really interested in Criterions. And after getting that Curious Case of Benjamin Button, I only got that for $5, and you can get that at $5 anywhere, so just watch out for them. But I wanted some legitimate Criterion Collection titles. And I go down to Barnes & Noble. They had a sale going on for all the Criterions. Criterion Blu Rays, to be exact. And the sale was you buy 2, get 1 free. So I plunked down a little chunk of change, and I picked up 3 of them. The first one is Lord of the Flies. You may recall I do have a bootleg DVD of this, but I thought I better get a legitimate release of this. And the only way you're going to get it is through Criterion. There is no other pressed disc of this except through Criterion. It includes a booklet here, which it has a full essays and things like that on the making of the movie. Also, it came with an advertisement that you can watch any of the Criterion titles on Hulu Plus. If you have a subscription to Hulu Plus, you have access to all the Criterion titles just to view. But yeah, Lord of the Flies is the first one. The second one is Harold and Maude. Kind of a movie of the early 70s. Originally released by Paramount Pictures. And it also comes like that. And they do have interior artwork, and it also comes with a book full of essays about the making of the movie, some things on the director and Colin Higgins, who was the screenwriter, who would go on to write he would go on to direct, write and direct a couple films starring Dolly Parton, one being The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas and 9 to 5. And now the third one I got for free. This was the movie that inspired, or one of the movies that inspired James Cameron's epic A Night to Remember, a film about Titanic. And here's that. Here's the essay book. It has all about production and historical information about the Titanic, even cast and crew information. And of course, here's interior art. So there we go. There's the haul for this week. Grandma's downstairs calling the dog. So from me to you, see you later.